Caitlin Clark, let it be known, live on camera. I'm 100% healthy.
Caitlin Clark just dropped some huge news that has the entire WNBA holding its breath. After a season where she was clearly battling through injuries that nobody really wanted to talk about, she's now saying she's back to think about it. The league's biggest star, their cash cow, their whole ratings machine, is healthy again. And the timing of this announcement, absolutely perfect for maximum chaos, if you ask me. How much of Clark's struggles this past season do you think were actually from injuries versus just, the insane pressure? Look, let's just cut through all the nonsense and talk about what everyone in the WNBA has been tiptoeing around for months. Caitlin Clark was hurt, like actually hurt. We're not talking about minor discomfort or just dealing with the grind. She was legitimately injured and playing through it. Why? Because the Indiana Fever desperately needed her on the court, and she's just too competitive to sit out. And now, finally, at a random golf program, of all places, she just casually mentioned she's feeling back to it, as if that's not a massive admission that basically confirms what anyone with functioning eyes could already see. Think back to the very beginning of the season. Remember that preseason game against Iowa? Clark just looked off. It wasn't like she was shaking off a little rust. She was actually moving at half speed, like something was clearly wrong. Then the Fever turned around and had her play another preseason game. And honestly, everyone with a brain was asking, why? Why would you risk your franchise player, your entire business model, in a meaningless exhibition game? The answer is probably because the organization was just desperate to sell tickets and generate buzz. So they threw caution to the wind. Real smart long-term planning there, Indiana. Then came the groin injuries, plural. And remember, that ankle situation, the Fever, tried to keep completely under wraps, like it was classified information. The organization's handling of Clark's health was an absolute disaster, which, let's be honest, is probably why they fired their entire medical staff and started fresh. When your star player spends an entire season visibly compromised, and you're still trotting her out there for 40 minutes a night, maybe, just maybe, your sports medicine department needs a total overhaul. But here's the thing that should truly terrify every other team in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark just told everyone she's healthy now. The player who basically dragged the Fever to relevance while playing on one leg is about to show up next season at full strength. That's not just good news for Indiana. That's an existential threat to every single team that thought they had her figured out. Because, spoiler alert, they didn't. They just played against a hobble version of her and barely survived. Seeing Clark at that golf event was super revealing, and it had nothing to do with her swing. She was joking around, loose, genuinely having fun. That's the Caitlin Clark who used to terrorize college basketball. That's the version of her personality that got buried under the weight of constant injuries and the pressure of carrying an entire franchise. Seeing her relaxed and healthy again is a massive positive sign, not just for her production, but for her mental state. Playing hurt for an entire season while dealing with unprecedented scrutiny would break most people. The fact that she's coming out of it seemingly intact is truly impressive.